Welcome to Emily Educational Academy online coaching. This is Dr. Moses. I am an educational psychologist. I have trained many students for CTET, Teacher Eligibility Test and Teachers Recruitment Test. I have produced more than 20,000 teachers across country from Emily Educational Academy Hyderabad platform. Download our app Emily Academy from Play Store. For more professional videos, subscribe Dr. Moses Emily YouTube channel and press bell icon. So be a good teacher, have the bright future. I wish you all the best. So far we have discussed teaching and learning, the differences between teaching and learning, characteristics of teaching and various functions of teaching. And next topic, qualities of a teacher. According to idealism, teacher is a sage on the stage. Teacher was described as Trinity of God, Guru Brahma, Guru Vishnu, Guru Deva Maheshwara, Guru Sakshat Parabrahma, Tasmai Sri Guruve Namaha. According to naturalism proposed by Rousseau, teacher is the observer behind the screen. According to pragmatism, which was proposed by John Dewey, teacher is guide, friend and philosopher. According to realism, which was proposed by Aristotle, teacher should be well-trained person. Based on the scientific knowledge, teacher has to transmit his knowledge to the students. According to existentialism, which was propagated by Soren Kierkegaard, teacher is a problem solver. According to socio-cultural constructivism, which was proposed by Vygotsky, teacher is a facilitator. So what are the qualities of teacher? According to Narayanan, ABCD qualities of teacher. A for accessibility or availability, B for brilliance, C for communication and D for devotion to the duty. Sometimes in teaching aptitude or in pedagogy, a question lies like this: which of the following is not a characteristic of a teacher? So you should remember all the characteristics and qualities of teacher. I will explain 10 qualities of a teacher, 10 C's, like 10 commandments. If you develop all these 10 C's in your personality, you will become a professional teacher. The first one is content. So as a would-be teacher, you should have good subject related content. So in order to develop your content, you should read NCERT books, ICSE books as well as state board books. Teacher does not require cutout if he has content. The second C is communication. In general, teaching is a communication process. So teacher is a sender, learner is a receiver. In this communication process, the message is content and mode of communication involves different maxims of teaching, skills of teaching, techniques of teaching, strategies of teaching and different approaches of teaching. So teacher should be a good communicator. And the third C is competency. Competency means ability to teach or the art and science of teaching. If you watch all the videos in this course, you will develop competency in teaching. So competency means the ability to transmit knowledge to the students in the process of teaching and learning. Next, fourth C is commitment. Teacher should have commitment to the profession. Fifth C is concern. Teacher should have kindness and generosity towards the learners. So like a humanist, you have to understand the unique needs of the students in the process of teaching and learning. Now we are discussing qualities of a teacher. First one, content. Second one, communication. The third one is competency. Fourth one is commitment. And the fifth one is concern. Next one, creativity. Creativity means to produce something new totally or partially. Divergent thinking is creativity. According to Rabindranath Tagore, education should not be informative, it should be based on creative. National Curriculum Framework starts with a statement given by Rabindranath Tagore based on his Civilization and Progress book. Creativity and generous joy are key to the childhood which were neglected by the adult world. So as a would-be teacher, you should be creative to inculcate creativity among the students. Next, see computer skills. Today we are living in digital era. Talk and chalk method is outdated. Today teacher is transmitting his knowledge in virtual classrooms. So as a would-be teacher, you have to develop technology. Technology has entered in all walks of life. Doctor is using technology, a lawyer is using technology, an engineer is using technology, a businessman is using technology, a cab driver is using technology, small vendors are using technology. Unfortunately, technology has not entered in the classroom. Still we are using talk and chalk method. So as a would-be teacher, you have to develop computer skills. So as a would-be teacher, you have to develop computer skills and you have to develop educational technology in transmitting your knowledge to the students. One brain has to deal 30 brains in the classroom. So you can make use of different teaching learning material in the process of teaching. Now we are discussing qualities of a teacher: content, communication, competency, commitment, concern, creativity, computer skills. Next one, confidence. A teacher should be confident in the classroom. When he is interacting with 20 to 30 students, he should be confident in transmitting knowledge to the students. Next important quality of a teacher is knowing current affairs and general knowledge. In teacher recruitment test, current affairs and general knowledge is important area. So as a would-be teacher, apart from your subject knowledge, you should know different current affairs and general knowledge. So as a would-be teacher, like a walking encyclopedia, like walking dictionary, he should know general knowledge right from solar system to family. In universe, different galaxies are there. Milky Way is one of the galaxy. In Milky Way, solar system is there. In solar system, approximately 8 planets are there. Out of 8 planets, Earth is a planet which consists of 7 continents. So Asia is the biggest continent. In Asia, some South Asian countries are there: Maldives, Bangladesh, Bhutan, Sri Lanka, Pakistan, Afghanistan, India, Nepal. In SAARC, India is one of the country. India has 28 states and 9 union territories. So state has different districts, district has different divisions, division has different mandals, mandal has different social and cultural organizations. Family is the formal organization in the society. So right from solar system to family, teacher should know different subjects related to general knowledge and current affairs. The last C is character. Indian idealism gave priority for character on the part of teacher's behavior and personality. So if you develop all these 10 C's, you will become a competent teacher and professional teacher. According to Rabindranath Tagore, a teacher can never truly teach unless he is still learning himself. A lamp can never light another lamp unless it continues to burn its own flame. The teacher who has come to the end of his subject, who has no living traffic with his knowledge, but merely repeats his lesson to his students, can only load their minds, he cannot quicken them. So according to Tagore, education should not be informative, education should be creative. A teacher can never truly teach unless he is still learning himself. Like a lamp can never light another lamp unless it continues to burn its own flame. So as a would-be teacher, you should be a continuous learner. In order to become a professional teacher and competent teacher, you should be a continuous learner. You should know pedagogy knowledge, content knowledge and technology knowledge. I will explain a model related to TPACK. Misra and Kohler in 2006 proposed a theory, technological pedagogical content knowledge, a framework for teacher knowledge. In the ideal TPACK model, there is equal overlap between all three knowledge types: technological, pedagogical and content, leading to implementation of all three aspects in the classroom. This is considered the ultimate goal for a 21st century teacher. Look at this image. Technological, pedagogical, content knowledge is called TPACK, which was proposed by Misra and Kohler. These three types of knowledge are interdependent and interrelated: technological knowledge, content knowledge, pedagogical knowledge. If a teacher knows these three types of knowledge, he will become an effective teacher and become a professional teacher. If a teacher knows these three types of knowledge, technological knowledge, content knowledge, pedagogical knowledge, he will become a successful teacher. Content knowledge means the subject which you are teaching. Technological knowledge means using of internet and applying projective and non-projective teaching learning material in the process of teaching and learning. And pedagogical knowledge means the art and science of teaching to the child. In general, pedagogy will give key to some basic questions in the process of teaching and learning. What to teach? Syllabus and curriculum give key to the question what to teach. And second one, why to teach? Today, education system has become examination system. The untrained teacher doesn't know the purpose of education. So why to teach? Values, aims, objectives, specifications and academic standards will give key to the question why to teach. Who is to teach? A trained teacher, a professional teacher should teach to the students. A potter has to understand the nature of clay. A blacksmith has to understand the nature of iron. A carpenter has to understand the nature of wood. A doctor has to understand the problem of the patient. A lawyer has to understand the nature of client case. An engineer has to understand the nature of building. A police officer has to understand the behavior of the criminals and juvenile delinquents. In classroom, the teacher has to understand the behavior of the children. So, pedagogy will give key to different persons involved in teaching and learning. The first one, what to teach. Second one, why to teach. Who is to teach and where to teach. Untrained teacher teaches in classroom, but as a trained teacher, you can make use of different learning experiences and community resources. So you can teach in a computer laboratory, you can teach in a science lab, you can bring school to the society, you can allow the students to interact with geographical resources, scientific resources, historical resources, financial resources, government resources and cultural resources. So teaching and learning can be carried in any situation apart from the classroom. Next question, when to teach? It involves motivational aspects. We can lead a horse to water, but we cannot make it drink. So you have to understand the intrinsic motivation of the child. So based on the psychological principles, you have to organize subjects in a timetable. First period is meant for language. Language gives recreation to the students. So in second period, you can organize a difficult subject like mathematics. So for science, you can allot 2 periods. One is for theory and second one is for practicals. Preferably, the last period is meant for sports and games. So when to teach? It involves motivational aspects on the part of the learner. So first one is what to teach is related to syllabus and curriculum and subject matter. Second one, why to teach is related to values, aims, objectives and specification. Next, who is to teach? A trained teacher. Whom to teach? The child. The child may be a primary school student or secondary school student. Then where to teach? Apart from classroom, there are so many resources. When to teach? It involves motivational aspects. And the last one is how to teach. So this pedagogy knowledge will give key to how to teach to the students. So teaching is an art as well as science, which involves some maxims of teaching like simple to complex, easy to difficult, known to unknown, empirical to rational, whole to parts, examples to principles, and it involves some skills of teaching like introducing the lesson, explanation, using blackboard, giving illustration with examples, demonstration, stimulus variation, fluency in questioning, probing questioning and reinforcement. So teaching involves some methods of teaching like teacher-centered methods and child-centered methods. What are the teacher-centered methods? Lecture method, lecture cum demonstration method, historical method. Some child-centered methods are there like project method, problem-solving approach, heuristic method, laboratory method, playway method, discussion method. Techniques of teaching are there: assignment, quiz, dramatization, role play, brainstorming, and some approaches of teaching are there. Constructivist approach, which was proposed by Vygotsky, 5E learning approach, which was proposed by Roser Bebe, problem solving approach, which consists of inductive, deductive, analysis and synthesis methods, and cooperative and collaborative learning, concept map approach, which was proposed by Joseph Donald Novak based on the theory of prior experience proposed by David Ausubel. So untrained teacher knows only one method, talk and chalk method. Apart from talk and chalk method, there are some maxims of teaching, skills of teaching, methods of teaching, techniques of teaching and approaches of teaching. Teaching has 3 phases. One is pre-active teaching, second one interactive teaching, the third one is post-active teaching. Pre-active teaching is related to planning, formulation of objectives. Interactive teaching is related to organization of learning experiences, and post-active teaching is related to evaluation. So as a would-be teacher, if you know the basic principles involved in these 3 phases of teaching, you will become a successful teacher. So far we have discussed the concept of pedagogy, concept of andragogy. Teaching is an art as well as science, teaching as a profession, and different historical perspectives on pedagogy. Pedagogy of Oppressed was published by Paulo Freire. My Pedagogic Creed was published by John Dewey, and we have discussed progressive education, critical pedagogy, pedagogical shift, paradigm shift in pedagogy, and the differences between teaching and learning, functions of teaching and qualities of a teacher.